ракеты и бомбы мы получили от России. Бомба в 3 раза мощнее, чем Хиросима и Нагасаки.
Russia has already stationed a first batch of tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus, Vladimir Putin says. Speaking at an economic forum, he said they would only be used if Russia's territory or state was threatened. The US government says there is no indication the Kremlin plans to use nuclear weapons to attack Ukraine. We don't see any indications that Russia is preparing to use a nuclear weapon, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said after Mr. Putin's comments. The tactical nuclear warheads are less powerful than much of the rest of Russia's nuclear arsenal. Mr. Putin said the transfer would be finished by the end of the summer. Answering questions after a speech at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, Russia's president said the move was about containment and to remind anyone thinking of inflicting a strategic defeat on us. When asked by the forum's moderator about the possibility of using those weapons, he replied, "Why should we threaten the whole world? I have already said that the use of extreme measures is possible in case there is a danger to Russian statehood." The Russian leader is due to meet African leaders in St. Petersburg after they visited Kyiv on Friday as part of a peace initiative they are presenting to both countries. However, while they were in the city, it came under Russian missile attack. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa called for de-escalation on both sides and negotiations for peace. "We came here to listen and recognize what the people of Ukraine have gone through," he said. But Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said instead of making diplomatic overtures to Russia, it should be frozen out diplomatically to send a message that the international community condemned its invasion. Kyiv would not enter negotiations with Moscow while it still occupied Ukrainian territory, Mr. Zelensky said. Putin also repeated his claim that Ukraine stood no chance of succeeding in its ongoing counteroffensive. The Ukrainian military was also running out of its own military equipment and would soon only be using Western-donated equipment, he said. "You can't fight for long like that," he said, warning that any F-16 US fighter jets given to Ukraine will burn, no doubt about it. Ukraine has previously dismissed similar remarks, asserting they are making progress in recapturing territory in both eastern and southern Ukraine.